Register. Okay.
Good afternoon, Mr. Witness. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. Mr. Witness? Yes, I know. Welcome to this Commission of Inquiry into Local Government Councils and related matters. What is your religion? In which language do you wish to make your testimony? Pardon? Arabic. You want to make your testimony in Arabic? No, what I mean, in English, okay. Do you wish to swear by the Holy Quran or make an affirmation? Okay. Madam Chair, the witness wishes to swear by the Holy Quran. Mr. Witness, please repeat after me and then hold the Holy Quran. I, and repeat after me, I Hakim Sina, do swear that I will speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me Allah. You may be seated, please. Yeah. Madam Chair, the witness is sworn.
Good afternoon, Mr. Hakim Bisina. You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Counsel, can we proceed, please? Thank you.
Okay, I think it's working. Yes, thank you. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon.
Can you please state your names for the record?
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Hakim Bisina.
Are the mics on?
I think, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, my name is Hakim Bisina.
Where do you live?
I live here in Bruceby.
What is your occupation?
I am the managing director of the company 5C Energy, the Gambia.
Okay. Mr. Bisina, you gave a statement, a witness statement to the investigators of the commission on the 22nd of September 2023. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Let me show you the statement. Kindly confirm if that is the statement that you give.
Yes, that's mine. Yeah.
Now, do you wish to adopt that statement as part of your evidence before the commission?
Yes.
Very well. Chairperson, I apply to tender the witness statement of Hakim Bisina, dated 22nd September 2023.
The witness statement of Hakim Bisina, dated the 22nd of September 2023, is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/HB/BSAC/001.
As the Commission pleases. I'm grateful. Mr. Messina, you say that you're the managing director of 5C Company. Is this a company that is registered in the Gambia?
Yes, ma'am. The company registered in the Gambia since 2018.
2018.
Yes.
And this company had some arrangement or agreement with Basse Area Council, is that correct?
Yes, we have a contract for a service providing and managing the tax collection for the Basse Area Council.
Now, can you tell us how the company came to be awarded the contract by Basse Area Council?
Okay, first of all, I'll give you a small briefing about our company. We are a big company established in Dubai. That's the mother company basically, and we have many businesses in around the world. We are managing many countries in terms of tax collection, so we have the expertise.
Sorry, Mr. Bissina, we are not getting what you are saying. Can you speak up a bit?
Okay.
Operator, can you please shift the mic so that we can get what he's saying?
Okay. All right, I was giving you a small briefing about our company. The company mother called TACME, which is established in Dubai since 2000, and we have the expertise of managing the tax collection in many countries, not only here in Gambia. We are in Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Jordan. In Africa, we are in Senegal as well. So in 2018, you know, due to forums and all, Gambians also come into Dubai. They saw what we are doing there and all. So they invite us here. We came, and we have done our researches here and all. And so we decided to open the company in 2018, which is 5C Energy. And we approach the councils where we get the contract with Basse Area Council and Brikama Area Council as well on 2019.
So you approached, when I say you, I mean the company, you approached Basse Area Council for, to offer these services. And how was that done? Was there a meeting? Did somebody introduce you to the council?
Of course, I was not there, but we had a former managing director who was a Gambian guy. So
who was that managing director?
You know, you mean the name?
Yes.
Okay, the name Mr. Bakutubu Sila. He was the managing director of the company.
Badusila.
Bakutubu Sila. Bakutubu.
I'm not sure I can hear that, but okay.
Bakutubu. Bakutubu.
Bakutubu. Okay. All right.
Okay.
Did you say Bakutubo?
Yes, exactly.
Bakutubo.
Bakutubusila. Okay. Thank you.
So he was managing the company. Okay. Because I was managing Senegal till 2022, where I came.
Okay.
Okay, when we changed the managing director. So how we do it, even today, tomorrow, the same procedure we are doing. We go, we do our presentation like any other private company, and we submit our proposal, our technical proposal. If they like it, they call us back and to see our technical, our financial proposal. Then it goes through the sitting of the council. Then it goes to the Ministry of Finance, then Ministry of Local Government. Then we sign the contract.
So the contract that you signed with Basse Area Council went through the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Local Government?
Yes, and the meetings are there. You can check with the council to get the meetings.
Now, who drafted the contract?
The lawyers.
Which lawyers? Your lawyers or Basse Area Council's lawyers?
I believe our lawyer. Then we propose it, and I think there was some clauses where they did not accept. Then it goes to the sitting of the council. They might change something. Then we get it back. Then we get it right. Then when finally they accept it, then they sign. This is how it goes.
Now, can you tell us about the contract? What was the agreement or the arrangement between 5C Energy and Basse Area Council in terms of that agreement?
Okay, the agreement has passed, like we are providing the service to the area council.
What is the service?
We are, the service is managing the tax collection,
Okay.
where our part will be increasing the revenue of the area council. And after that, we are getting a sharing part when they exceed the amount agreed on the contract.
Do you know the sharing components for each party?
It's mentioned in the contract, the hard copy.
Do you have the
It's there.
contract with you?
Yes, the guy already printed for me, and I have the
Okay.
soft copy.
All right.
Mr. Kamara, he
So-
printed the contract.
Assistant Registrar, can I see?
Where you can see, because it's according to the years, you know. It's not the same, so every year according to the percentage of the years, you know.
That's fine. I'm going to ask the Assistant Registrar to show me the agreement.
Okay. I have it in soft copy.
Do you
me.
have-
And Mr. Kamara, he printed, the registrar, he printed the hard copy.
Okay, so the soft copy that you have, is it signed by the parties?
Yes, yes. It's signed, stamped,
And
both parties, yes.
was printed?
Yes.
Okay, so can I see the printed version, please?
The hard copy, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, Mr. Kamara, he printed it. I have the soft copy with me, but Mr. Kamara, he printed. And I have sent it by email to the investigators last week.
Okay.
With the
Thank you.
statement,
Thank
I have
you.
I
sent it,
believe that
yeah.
is the copy that is the copy that the registrar handed over to us. Can you give him to check that copy?
Could you check if the registrars are on, please?
Council, can he can the secretary give him his email so that he can email it now and he can go and print it? And
I
have
believe he
printed
said he
copy?
had emailed it previously, yes.
Check.
Yeah.
So in the meantime, let me ask you further questions. We'll arrange to get a printout of
Okay.
the document. So you were telling us about your role under the agreement, and that's that you would increase the revenue of tax collection for the council. Can you tell us what else your roles were?
For our contract, it's just giving the service. Basically, we are doing the maintenance of the system. We are training the staff. We are supporting the collectors to get the revenue, and technically, actually, we are supporting the council to increase the revenue. That's in the contract. That's the total service what we are providing.
So some of the staff of the area council had been before the commission, and basically the evidence that has come out to date is that in 2020, some revenue collection machines were provided by the company. Some revenue collection machines were provided by the company. So can you tell us about those? What do you know about that?
Okay, I was coming to that during my briefing. See, when we get a contract, basically with any municipality, not with Basse only, even with Brikama, with Banjul, we are the one providing all the machines. We are providing the system, the application. We are providing the training. We are providing the dashboard to see all the collections live in the offices of the CU. Yeah, so the machines is coming from us. Even the rolls, we are the one who is purchasing for the council. So basically, the council,
rolls?
yeah, roll paper
Okay.
for the machines. So basically, starting of the project, the area council will not spend any single butut. We are the one who is financing everything on the system. As I mentioned, the machines, the roll paper, the dashboard, which is the screen TV, 55 inches, and of course the application, and even the maintenance, 24 hours, anytime they can call us, we solve their problem. So this is our service basically.
Now, how many machines did you provide to Bassa Area Council?
See, ma'am, at the beginning of the project, normally we do our assessment to see how many collectors. This is part of our inquiry, basically. When we go to any council, we check how many collectors they have, how many fields they are tackling. According to that, we establish a plan, how many machines and how many collectors they will use the machines. Because in the council itself, the cashier will not use the machine because they have the desktop. So at the beginning, we have provided around 24 machines. That's on 2019 when we start with Basse Area Council. Then after that, there was some damages on the machines. I got the report about 6 machines was damages. The area council, of course, they have to call us to get more. And on 14/6/2023, I have provided 15 more machines to increase the revenue because they were complaining that they have less machines. Yeah.
So, from the evidence that we have gathered so far, you're saying that it was in 2019 that 5C provided 24 machines to the council.
Yeah.
But the evidence from the council is that it was in June 2020 that 20 machines were provided by 5C Energy to the council.
Okay, that I can go back to our accounting and admin guys to get you the...
Yes,
because
please do
when
that.
we provide that, yeah, we send them a letter. Even for 2023, I have the letter sent to the CU with even the serial numbers of the 15 machine I provided myself.
Okay, so what about the 6 machines that were damaged? What happened to those?
See, you know, the collectors, when they go on the field, even when briefing them or training them, we show them that the machine is sensitive. It's like you are using your mobile, so you have to take care of your machine. But sometimes, you know, they came back to the council saying it fall down, so it damaged, basically. When it damaged, so the application will not work. We were agreed with Basse Area Council to stop that. We have to charge the collector amount of $100 because one machine cost us $500. But to reduce the damages of the machines, we have agreed that they will charge who damaged the POS to pay back. And I have evidence that in these 6 machines, they charged the staff and they got around $46,000 for the damaged machines. If they deducted from the collectors or not, that I'm not aware.
So this decision to charge the staff for each damaged, you said they charge the staff $100 for each damaged machine.
Machine, yes.
Was this in writing or was this a conversation that was had with the management?
No, by emails, writing.
By
yes.
email?
Yeah.
Who did you email about this? Who at the council?
The CU. I'm dealing with the CU.
When you say the CEO, what's his name?
Mr. The former one, Mr. Osman Toure.
Usman Toure.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to provide a printout of those emails?
Yes, sure.
Okay, kindly note that down to do. And also evidence of how many machines you had.
Yes, the list that we provided.
Yes, you provided to them and when they were provided.
Of the machines, okay.
Thank you. Sir. Okay. Mr. Assistant Registrar, can you show this to the witness? Can you confirm if that is the contract that you had on soft copy that was sent to the Commission's registrar to print?
Yes, affirmative.
That's it? That's the complete agreement?
Yes, I will send you the original one with
Okay.
the
Beautiful.
steps. Yeah.
Chairperson, I applied to tender the contract between 5C Energy and Basse Area Council dated the 27th of January 2019 as an exhibit.
The framework agreement between Basse Area Council, the Gambia, and 5G Energy Limited, dated the 27th of January 2019, is hereby admitted in evidence and marked as LGC/HB/BSAC/002.
As a commission, please, I'm grateful. Assistant Registrar, can. Assistant Registrar. So, I believe the page that you were shown contains the sharing formula for 5C and Basse Area Council. Can you tell us what the sharing formula is?
As I mentioned, before any project, we have to do our analysis and see the potential of cost, and we sit and agree on the sharing part, how we're gonna get paid as a private company, you know. As I mentioned at the beginning of the project, the area council will not spend anything. So of course, as a company, to develop the revenue, we have to set and decide on a sharing part. Basically, in any council, not only Basse, we see how much they are collecting without us. This is where it comes our expertise, you know.
So let me just ask you, when you did your research in regards to Basse specifically, how much were they collecting? What was their baseline?
Yeah, I'm coming to that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's called the baseline technically.
Yeah.
Because we established the company in 2018, and it took 1 year for us to come back to Basse, do the studies and all. They were collecting around 14 million as revenue on 2018. That is with evidence and with letter signed by the CU. They sent us the baseline. They're collecting 14 million. Means 14 millions they are collecting with us or without us. So for us, when we come and we bring the digitalization of the system. We bring machine, we train the people, and we add more entities where the area council were not covering or not collecting. This is where they get more revenue, and everything will be organized and controlled by the area council. And definitely they are increasing their revenue. So the sharing part coming here, it will count only after hitting the baseline where it was 14 million on 2018. So we are taking the year or the previous year of signing the contract as a baseline where it was 14 million. I have the letter from the CU because it's formal, you know, they are sending to us.
Do you have that here?
I will add it with the document.
Okay. Can you provide us with that?
Yeah.
But can I just ask, did the CEO give you any other evidence other than his letter saying that this is what their baseline is?
Of course, ma'am, that will not come only like that. It has to be with their bank statement, they have to show us evidence that they are collecting 14 million, otherwise it cannot be like that. So we checked with them the bank statement, the ledgers, all the information that they are collecting this revenue.
Okay.
You know, so then it comes to the formal letter that they are collecting 14. So now when we come as a company, when we brought our technology, our staff, and our equipment, the following year, we will see if we touch the baseline, which is 14 million for Basse, well and good. We will go to the sharing part, okay? If not, still Basse will take their money and we will not have anything. And that's what happened in 2019 due to COVID and due to market was burned, and also we could not have that 14. So we did not invoice them on 2019.
So the invoice is meant to be when, at the end of the year?
Normally it's monthly, but you know, at the beginning of the project, there was some difficulties, the trainings and all. So we could not invoice, and definitely we could not touch the baseline. So where there is no baseline, you cannot invoice. Where there is no increments, actually.
So the invoicing should have started at the beginning of 2020. Is that correct?
Yes, and yeah, it's done.
Okay. So for this purpose, we would actually need the information that I had asked you about when you provided the machines, because they're saying that it was provided in June of 2020. And you're saying that it was provided in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
So I believe you noted that down. You should provide that information.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so in 2020 you could not invoice them because they didn't make anything for 2019.
19, yes.
Yes,
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
So when was the first invoice?
No, ma'am, they might have done. It's not.
No, I mean they didn't meet the
increment,
baseline.
Yeah, they did not reach. Yeah.
I'm talking about after
So yeah, what happened is on 2020 and 2021. So the increment was about 1 million for 2020 and about 2 million on 2021. So for both years, the invoice was 3 million.
So the invoice for 2020 and 2021 was 3 million?
Yes, for 2 years, yes.
No, but you said they made 1 million above the baseline in 2019. 2020.
20, yes.
And they made 2 million above the baseline.
Yeah.
But from the profit sharing, you should get 50% of that.
Yeah. That 1 million is our profit sharing, yeah.
The 1 million is your 50%,
Yeah.
and the 2 million as well as your 50%.
Yeah.
So when did you issue them the invoice?
We issue it on it is not mentioned here. Okay. Can I check the soft copy to give you the date? Because I have the soft copy,
Sure.
but it's not mentioned here.
That's fine.
If you need the date. It was on 8/2023. And they responded on Feb.
Sorry,
13.
when did you issue the invoice for the 2020 and 2021?
Okay, on 8 February 2023.
So you did not issue, why didn't you issue the invoice for 2021 when it was due?
Okay.
Sorry,
So
2020, is it? Yes, 2020.
2020, 2021, that's a good question actually. It will bring me to a good point I want to mention. Basically, on 2020, on 2021, as a company, we struggled to invoice the area council. Why? Because part of the revenue collection was not collected by our machine. I went to Basay many times and I had meetings with Director of Finance, Mr. Susu, and the CEO and the chairman and all their technical team. Some of the excuses, they were saying some areas are not in the contract. Then I had to explain, no, this is part of it, this is part of it, you know. So
Sorry.
all
They were
these
saying
things,
some areas are not in the contract.
yes, to be collected, the revenue like the big banks where they are paying the big amounts. That's what I remember. There was some areas that the Director of Finance told me, no, those revenues should not be part of the digital collection. So I had to send emails and letters, and they have all that evidence to request for the information where the collectors collecting without using our machines. Because in the contract, if you see, there is a list of all the areas or all the kind of taxes should be digitalized by our machines and our system, where if you go to the page 5, tax structure of Basay description, you will find financial institution, construction, transportation, financial institution part of the contract, but there was no collection going through our system, where I raised a concern by emails and by letter, and even I went to Basay myself and I had a meeting and I got challenged by the Director of Finance telling me, no, financial institutes not in the contract. Then I had to show him this.
Okay.
Maybe he was not aware of the contract. Then, you know, all these things took me a month, you know, going to Basay, coming here, and I'm managing other municipalities also. By emails, it's difficult to get the information, to be honest. So at the end, when I got the information, Director of Finance came here and we sat together and we reconciled whatever. Then we found out 2020 and 2021. That's why, if you can see, we invoiced 2 years, which is normally not to be. But this is the difficulties we face to invoice Basay Area Council.
So how did you reconcile the issue of the banks?
Exactly. When I show him the contract, he said, I will bring all the documents and I will come with ledgers, everything. He came and we sat, we spent 2 days here in the hotel, you know, and discussing with his ledgers and what we have in the system. Then we came out with this.
So you had to agree on this figure.
Yes.
But how much did the machine actually read was owed to 5C?
You mean the revenue showed?
Because
Yeah.
so you said that the machine, they weren't using the machine to collect all the revenue sources.
Normally, yes.
So I'm assuming there's a way that you would know this because you don't see it on the machine.
Yeah.
So when you realized that they weren't collecting all the revenue sources through the machine, but how much did they collect through the machine? That was over the baseline, to know what the difference is between when they reconciled with the financial institutions
Okay.
that paid.
Okay. See, ma'am, as per our expertise, if we see that the collection below the baseline means that something wrong, and that's what we notice. Means the collectors are not using the machines. So that's where I start sending messages and emails saying, guys, you have to use the machine. Here, let me clear you something. We are a private company, but we don't have any power on the collectors to go and collect the money. We don't have any rights. We train people technically, we show them how to use the system, but it's the area council to talk to their collectors to go and bring revenue, not us. So for me, I'm monitoring the collections, and I can see that the collection is so low even than the baseline. So how come area council in 2018, they made 14 millions, and now I can see 7 million in my system? You got me? So here I came that there is a concern. Then I found out that the guys, they are not using the machine. I start sending emails, please talk to your boys. When I'm saying talking to council, I'm sending emails to the CEO, director of finance, IT team, please tell the boys to use the machines. There is something wrong. This is my area. I cannot go and catch the collector and go and collect. This is where Director of Finance came and said, no, Hakim, why you are asking me for this and that? This is not part of the contract. Then I showed him, because basically, madam, we will not go for collecting, one area and we'll leave one area. That's not professional. If you are digitalizing the council, you should digitalize all the revenue collection. It doesn't look professional that you go to the Lumu and you leave the main market. So for me, in the contract, we cover all the areas, so everything should be in the system, where it was not happening. So that's why I raised my concern, where the guy, he came and he said, okay, so this part when my people did not collect, see my ledgers. He brought the books. I don't know if the IT officer mentioned or not. He came with his IT officer, and we sat for hours to reconcile. Then we found, okay, 1 million is for 2020, 2 million. So the total of 3 million. Then we issue the invoice. Then they reply to me that they accept the invoice. Then they promise to pay, okay? Then they pay me only 800,000 out of 3 million.
Which of the IT officers came?
Sorry?
Which of the IT officers?
Mr. Lamine Toure.
Toure.
He's the IT manager.
Yeah.
Let me ask?
Sure.
Now, Mr. Bissina, I have looked at the agreement. I did notice that in page 3, paragraph 2, can you go there, please? It says both parties are committed to sign a final copy of the contract once the legal terms of both parties finalize the contract. We are dealing with this. We have admitted it in evidence, and we are going to use it. But what I want to find out is this the final copy that you have as of the initial agreement?
As I mentioned, our previous managing director, okay. This is the handover I got from him. And if you can see this one, even the signature is not there, but this is the owner of the company. Yeah. I will give you the original so you can see.
Yes, for each of these pages there are initials.
All of them, ma'am. All of them he signed. He initiated his signature, small one. Here is not shown, but in the copy I have, the original, I have it. Okay. And at the end of the last page, yeah, there is everyone signed. So for me, this is the contract final, but I can check.
You please check, because this one is signed.
But this is what I got as a handover from the previous managing director. Yeah.
Yes, the signature here by the Bassa Area Council, which is stamped with their stamp, is dated 29th of January 2020. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
See you, Mr.
Thank
Osman.
you. Just cross check and let us know whether this is
Jan,
the final.
Yeah.
Whether this is the final.
Yeah.
All right. Council, you may proceed.
Thank you. Now, you said this agreement went through the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Local Government and Lands. Do you have any way of verifying that this actually happened?
See, as I mentioned, and even you can see 5C Energy, Mr. Bakutbu signed for it.
Okay.
This is what the handover I got, but I am sure that in both councils they have a meeting minutes of the council that where they agreed and they agreed on that contract. Even there was a note that they didn't agree on one clause where if we have a problem between the company and the council, we mentioned that we might go to a neutral court out of Gambia, but they did not accept, so we had to change it and we put
In Gambia?
yeah in Gambia. So that's one of the remarks I still remember, you know. But I'm sure it went to the Ministry of Local Government and Ministry of Finance. Yeah.
Okay, I'm asking because the contract refers to a PPP Act, and there's no PPP Act, and especially since this is a
2020.
19 agreement. So I'm just wondering, if it had gone through the Ministry of Finance, they would have known that there's no PPP Act.
Well,
So on the first page, page 3, it says now it's hereby agreed that based on the below technical and commercial descriptions of the solution, both parties are committed to sign a PPP, Public-Private Partnership Agreement, as per the Gambia PPP Act, to govern the provision of the project work to the municipality. The PPP agreement is to cover a period of 10 years and will be subjected to the laws of the Gambia. So you said your lawyers drafted it. Are these Gambian lawyers or foreign lawyers?
I believe the foreigner guy. Not-
Foreign.
Yeah.
Okay. Because
But as I mentioned, all the contract we bring here to check and certify, and then we sign.
very well. Now, you saw the minutes of the meetings that were held with the ministry?
No, because I was not there in 2018.
No, you said, because you said they're meeting minutes.
Yes.
So that's what I'm asking, the
Yeah,
minutes.
because,
Do they show that the
No, but-
ministries were?
No, but many guys, they told me that this is what happened exactly. The same question you are asking me, I asked when I joined, so I had to make sure. So they said, no, the contact went through the council seating on ministry, and this came back, all this information. So if you do a favor for us and ask for the minutes, maybe the council will provide.
Okay. Now, you say, when did you join, last year?
Me? No, I was managing Senegal, and because of the former managing
Managing
director
director.
left, so I came on last year, April.
So that's April 2022?
Yeah, April, yeah.
Okay. Now, under the agreement,
But I
are you
was
s-
coming, sorry, but I was coming, going, because I was coming, like spending 6 days here, going to Senegal, you know,
Okay.
supporting the guys sometimes. So I
But
was
you
coming.
came
But
as
for-
substantive managing director in April of 2022?
Yeah, and then we have the letter, the amendment, everything.
All right. Now, under the agreement, is 5C meant to, I think you had said earlier that generally you do, provide services for when the machines are broken, you're supposed to maintain them, maintain the system, etc.
Yes.
Now, the evidence of the area council was that you refused to, or you did not fix the machines that were broken, and that is why they did not have enough machines to use. I think at some point they were saying that their 2 to 3 revenue collectors would be using one machine.
2 to 3 years.
3 revenue collectors would use one machine.
I think it's 2, 3 collectors.
2 or 3
Collectors.
collectors would use one machine because they didn't have enough machines because 5C did not fix the ones that were broken.
Okay.
So what can you tell us about that?
Yeah, of course. Let me talk a little bit technically now, because fixing the machine, if the machine fall down or broken, you cannot fix it. You know, it's like mobile, when the screen it goes. It's Android. So when we're talking about the 6 machine, when it's broke down, I have it, by the way. I can bring them to see it. You cannot even own them. So if they're talking about the 6 machine broke down, I cannot fix them. I have to send them, maybe, even if we send them to Dubai, they will not fix them. But when we are talking about the software problems, that I'm not agreeing on what they are saying. Why? Because I'm 24 hours available to fix or to solve or to support the area council. And as of now, we are talking. They are using our system live now, by the way. So we do not have any problem with the council as of now.
So was there any break in the service provided by 5C to the council?
Yeah, I'm coming to that, and
Okay.
With the dates also, we had to stop the system, and with notifying them, copy Mr. the Governor of Basse, by the way. I have the letter, I send it to the area council, and I involved the Governor of Basse, that I cannot provide the system where we are not getting paid since 2020. That's the area where we invoice Basse Area Council for the 3 million, and they send me a letter with payment plan of that 3 million. They will pay it in 1 month, each 1 million, which did not happen. Then I had to stop the service because, as you know, software, if we have an IT guy here, he can explain that also, that the IT, we are spending money on hosting the system, paying the developers. Developers, they are charging hourly, by the way. So a lot of expenses we are paying, and without getting, our sharing part from 2020. So in the point that I send him a notice that I cannot continue. So we stopped the system on end of April. That's where I stopped the system. So any
April when? Which year?
End of April 2023.
Oh, okay.
So
from 2019 or 2020 when the system launched?
We never stopped the system.
Okay.
So in April 2023, because the accumulation of the invoices, that's where new management came in, and they came here to me and they said, no, Hakim, we want the system, so we will pay you 800,000. And they paid me 800,000, and I reactivate the system, and I give 15 more machines.
So you gave 15 more machines this year?
Yes, I mentioned it, on 21st 6, 2023. I provided 15 machines, and I have the letter.
That's 21st of June, 2023.
2023, 21st Jan.
Oh, January.
Sorry, 21st June. Sorry.
Right, okay. And so, like these machines, you provided extra machines, but you said the amount of machines that you provide is dependent on what the needs of the council are. So it's not like they're going to have to pay anything extra for these machines. It's still going to be the same agreement, whatever is above the baseline, etc.
Yes, for the 10 years.
So at the time you did the assessment, or did you do another assessment this year to determine how many more machines to provide?
No, see, when it comes to 2022, and when I see that there is no cooperation, to be honest with you, with the Director of Finance, in terms of providing information about the system usage or the collectors using the machines. So I went to Bassi 2-3 times and there was no cooperation, to be honest. So I can say that I don't have the ability to invest more where I cannot see any interaction. So, but to be honest, when they paid the 800, then I see that, okay, the council, they want the system now. They paid 800 and they promised me that they will pay the areas. So that's where I give the 15 machines to support their revenue.
Right. And did the council make above the baseline last year? Are you able to tell?
Okay, 2022, that's another, you can say another problem, because even with the new CEO, I sent them an email requesting for the handover they got from the previous Director of Finance, so we can, but I can tell you, yes, they made more, yeah.
They made above the baseline?
Yes. The figures,
do you know how much more?
No, I cannot give you because I don't want to give a wrong number.
Okay.
But I'm sure. Maybe if you give me some time, I find out exactly the figures. But that for sure they make more. Yeah.
Yes, kindly do, because the information that is provided is that 2022 was a very bad year.
No, I'm working on that because I have to invoice.
You know what?
I have to invoice them for 2022, so I'm working on that.
Okay. So that's fine. We'll appreciate if you provide that information
No problem.
with the rest.
Council.
Sure. Chairperson wants to
Yes,
ask a
I just
question.
want to be clear, Mr.
Yeah.
Bissina. Did you say that in 2022 they were able to generate above the baseline? That is in 2022. And this is as a result of your consultation with the new management now.
Yeah.
And this is what informed you invoicing them.
Yeah, I just have to get the real figures, you know, before
Yeah.
invoicing the council,
Yeah.
of course.
Yes.
And
so-
before that, I have to reconcile with them, you know.
Okay, so
Because
when
yeah.
did you meet with the
New
new
management?
CEO,
Yeah.
acting CEO?
Yeah, okay. Immediately, and I really appreciated that the new management, when they appointed them, I believe I am the first or the second company they contacted me that a new management is there, and they called me and they said, we want to sit with you and talk to you because we see that your system is good for the council and we want that system. I said, of course, I am here to develop and to help the council to get the revenue and to control whatever happening in collection. So I invite them, they came here and I met Director of Finance and the new one, and acting CEO, Mr. Salah, and the chairman, the new chairman, Mr. Sise, and all of them agree that they want the system. And that's where, when you say when, that's where the payment was pending, because the 3 million was from the previous management agreements, the payment plan that was from the previous management. So the new management, when they came, they show interest that, no, Hakim, we will pay. We want the system and we will pay. And yes, they pay me 800 out of the 3 million. And again, they came, Mr. Salah and the finance director, they came to me to visit me again, to be honest to you, to request me to hold a little bit because they are having some issues. So they said, please, we will pay you, but you just leave the system on and we will pay you. That's why I mentioned to you, ma'am, that our system now, as speaking, it's on. And the collectors, they are using our system, even we did not get paid with all these areas and all. But the relationship also, when the guy came to me, he said, we are new management, bear with us, but we will make sure that we will pay you.
Now, Mr. Sina, what we want to be clear about is that this baseline you are talking about, is this the baseline for monthly collection or is it baseline
Yearly.
for yearly collection?
Yeah, I have the letter, it's mentioned clearly.
Yes,
it's
can
yearly.
you please provide us with the letter
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that
sure,
we will
sure.
be more certain of what
Okay.
the transaction is?
Letter of
Yes, Council.
baseline.
Just to understand the inclusion of the word baseline, your charges to Basse, is it the amount made above the baseline or the baseline is included?
Okay, actually I explained that, but I'll explain again. Baseline, it's for Basse, with us or without us, it's their collection. So above the baseline, that will come to the sharing part. In 2020, they made a small amount, okay, where we share 1 million above the baseline. The baseline will go to Basse. So the baseline basically is for them because they were already collecting that money before we came.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So, one of the clauses in the agreement was that the revenue generated from the contract would be paid into a joint account. And I believe when advice came from one of the ministries, this was stopped. At any point, was a joint account ever opened?
No, actually, that was mentioned, yes, but after some times, they realized that we cannot do that in Gambia. So it was never done and it was never paid in any joint account. So we don't have any joint account with Brikama or Basay, no. It's mentioned there, but it's not.
Yes, that's what.
Yeah.
So this and
Yeah.
some other issues like the PPP Act are why I'm asking whether you're sure, or is there any way to verify that this agreement went through the Ministry of Finance? Because I believe these are things that they would have pointed out if it was brought to their attention.
Okay, so if I'll go to the Ministry of Finance, you will be able to provide any information? 'Cause
Pardon?
if I go to the Ministry of Finance, you will be able to provide me any information? Because
If they're able to provide you information, that would be great, and
Okay,
you
okay.
could
I'll
provide
contact
us
them, yeah.
with that.
Yeah, yeah.
Thank you. Now, you also said that you have a similar agreement with Brikama Area Council.
Yes.
When did you enter into this agreement?
Same
year?
Same year.
Okay.
When we started, you can say the same job has been done in Brikama and Basay, and the same job we are doing, the same process.
Did you say Banjul as well?
Banjul, yes, we signed with them a contract on October 2022, and now, Alhamdulillah, we are the one who is managing their tax revenue collection.
Sorry, so you have Brikama, you have Banjul, and do you have the same or similar issues that you have with Basay with Brikama or Banjul, or?
Banjul, I will not talk about it because we just started. We did not even, we just
Okay.
started. We signed the contract on October, trainings, and also we went live on 1st of Jan. So we still, on it this
So
year.
how often do you train?
See, it depends on the capability of the staff also. But normally we train them in a month. Plus we will sit with them, we'll attach people to them. So for me, I'm always making sure that 3 months, to train the people will be good. But sometimes, like I can give you example, the guys in the markets, they are very fast and they know how to use the machine. So you can train him in 1 day, 2 days. Then the following day you don't need to go with him. Some of the old guys, they don't know how to use the machines. So you have to sit with them. So it depends on the collectors actually. But we are there always with the council to support them.
What about Basay? What was the training like for Basay Area Council?
Basay, see, I was not there, but
Okay.
As per the document I have, they spent 3 months and we deployed staff there 24 hours with the collectors, and even we put around 10 people, they call them, what do you call it? It's a kind of supporting team, but it has a name. So we attached 10 guys with the collectors to go with them on the field to show them how to use the system. Till we see that they are okay, then we step back. Verification team. It's called verification team, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You wanted to ask?
Yes, Mr. Bassini.
Bissina.
Yes,
Bissina.
Bissina, sorry
It's okay.
for forgetting the pronunciation.
It's okay.
If you look at page 3 of the agreement,
Mm-hmm.
at point 101, purpose of TAS, I have looked at the agreement in its entirety. I do not see a schedule explaining the terms, the terminologies you're using in the agreement. So kindly explain to us what this TAS means.
Okay.
Because it's not in any schedule that is explaining what it means here.
No,
And you've made
it's there.
some references to that,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
that is what we want to correlate to the facts in those particular provisions.
It's there. Let me just check it. It's there.
You have it first mentioned is in page 3,
Sorry?
and it is further referred in page 4, and in page 6.
There is.
Reference
I'm
is
just
made to
looking
that.
for it. Tax implementation, yeah. That's an abbreviation actually
Yes,
of
but
tax.
it's,
Wait,
what it means is
yeah,
not
yeah,
provided for
yeah,
in a
yes.
schedule.
I want to give you the right abbreviation, actually. I think it's the tax automation system, but I will check it. Basically, let me explain, because I want to give you the...
I think on page 3, on the second paragraph at the bottom, it says tax administration system.
Exactly, exactly. It's an abbreviation only, madam. Tax
On the same
administration
page
system.
3.
Page 3, this last paragraph, it says the tax administration system. Under that
Yeah,
heading,
exactly,
purpose of
exactly,
TS.
yeah.
So yes, you're right. There's no schedule explaining or defining terms.
It's an abbreviation only.
Yes, but there ought to have been a schedule explaining these terms, because unless you read this, somebody just picking up this agreement would not be in a position to appreciate what this is. Now, let us go to page 4, in subparagraph 1.3, where you talked about the key benefits of the tax assessment system. Is it the tax
Administration system, yeah.
You said conversion of a number of business processes into online self-service processes with lower cost of compliance. What does that mean?
Well, first of all, I am not the lawyer who prepared this, by the way, but some legal terms, I might not be able to answer them. If you want, I can contact my lawyer to answer them correctly, but I can give you a briefing about the meaning of what they mean. So here, when they talk about the business's process onto online service with a low cost, means, as I explained before,
Yes,
how
the
Yeah.
reason why I'm asking these questions is
Yeah.
because as a system provider, you have indicated that these are the key benefits when it is implemented, right?
yes,
So it should be understood to the people that you are providing the service for, so that when there is the need to request for it, they request for it. So, but if they don't understand what it means, what is beneficial, they will not be able to ask for it.
yeah.
Yes. So please find out what this means, so you let us know.
Okay,
You
but
know.
okay, let me
Yes.
let me
Please note-
elaborate a little bit, maybe. See, madam,
Yes.
to manage the tax
Yes.
of a council,
Yes.
what do you think they will benefit from our digitalization of their system?
Yes.
If we go
Sorry,
to,
can you repeat that? You said?
I'm saying, as an area council, we are providing them a system,
Yes.
digitalizing their system, in many countries. I am African too. In my country, still we are using the pen and pencil. So when we are bringing a digitalization on how, or an engine, how to manage their tax collection and make sure that they will increase their revenue. So for them and for us, this is the main goal or the key. Now, again, during our discussion or when we are selling the project, we mentioned that whatever they want, we can customize for them. Here, if we go through the legal terms, we need a dictionary, to be honest. But the benefits of the council is to increase the revenue, to stop any kind of corruption, and to get the benefit from that revenue for the citizens. So for me, that's what the council will need to benefit from our contract. If we fail, and alhamdulillah we never fail, with all our expertise, then they can throw us back. But if you can see that every year they are making, increments, so means our system is good for the councils, and that's what they requested for.
Yes. Now, looking at the machines that you have provided,
Yeah.
in terms of compliance, what do you anticipate as the outcomes?
I didn't get your question.
You know, generally these are EF devices.
POS.
Yes, right?
POS devices, yeah. POS, point of sale
Sale
devices.
devices.
POS.
So what is the difference from that one and the EF devices, which
See-
are also for tax collection and all that? And then when you look at the machine that was brought for us to see, you could see that, for me, I may be wrong, I stand to be corrected, you are the expert here.
Okay.
I see the machine fall under the EF devices.
The DF.
EF, electronic physical devices. Does it not fall under that category?
No. No.
Yes, this device, under what category does it fall?
Yeah, that's a POS device, madam.
POS.
POS, it's a point of sale.
Point of
where-
sale.
Yeah, where, let me explain to you technically, it's an Android system, but the application is 100% protected. Nobody can download this application on that machine without our authorization. Nobody can use it, even now. Like if it's designed for Base, it will be for Base. We cannot use it in Brikama, for instance. You know, like, and
Is it-
everyone, let me continue, because I have seen some collectors, they came, and let me explain to you. Even the collectors, they have to use their email address where we given to them and the password, then they are changing their password, and their name should be appearing in any transaction, even it is offline, online. And let me answer one question, maybe I was expecting, but you did not ask me that question, where the collector was saying, our machines are offline. Madam, let me tell you, our system was online since the beginning. And we made it in a certain system that even the guys will go in a place where there is no internet, he can do the transaction, he can collect the money, but when he comes to the area where there is coverage, the system will synchronize, and the transaction will appear in the system. So there is no doubt, there is no hanky-panky. So our system it's secured, and no bugs, no fall down, we don't have any system problem, you know, like that other systems where they don't have server. We have a big server, we have all the machines, all the equipment to support the area council to collect money even in the night. So when you're talking about the POS or the system or the application, it's a very strong application, madam. Every council, we designed the application for them. Whatever they want, we will put for them. The tariff you tell us, we will put for them. We will customize as per their request. That's the benefit when we are talking about the benefit. Of course, by law, by gazette, they cannot bring something from the sky, so everything should be documented. And the application will work for the council. Only one thing, madam, the collector has to use the machine properly and correctly. That's it.
Now my question, going back to my question,
Yes.
I understand you are using the POS, but I believe that the POS is under the EFD category. That
Okay.
is, they are all electronic
Devices.
physical devices.
Yeah.
Am I
okay.
correct?
Yes.
So what I'm saying is, because these are all, it's just terminologies you use, but for all of them, they are for the issue of receipts, invoices, sales of goods and services, for all of them.
Okay.
You understand? So my take is, when you were supplying Base Area Council, did you share with them the software application, the type of software? Did you inform them what sort of software application you used in the POS?
Of course, madam. That's part of the training, and that question you can ask the IT manager in any council. First things we do, we train the IT manager, and because he's the expert basically. maybe the CEO, the director of finance doesn't have any knowledge about the IT, but the IT manager, the IT team is the first team to be trained, the first team that we are doing presentation, because they are the one, they will approve and say, okay, that system is good for the council or not, or this is a good IT solution or not. So yes, madam, for your question, we inform them, we train them, and we are working as per their recommendation. If they see anything not okay, they call us, they send email, we solve it. I receive many messages from the IT manager that remove this, do that, the logo not good, do this, do that. We do.
Yes.
So
We have
they are
noted-
aware.
Yes, we have noted that with the POS machine, they can exponentially increase their revenue collection if they do it right. But then there are so many issues that I want to find out.
Yes.
Let's go to the specs, the specification.
Okay.
So tell me, what is the host system? What host system did you use for this application?
The?
What is the host system that you are using for this application, the software?
I didn't get you, madam.
I said,
Yeah.
you have the specification of these machines, right?
Yes.
Yes, because all of this, they have an impact, because what I have seen in the agreement is a contract of 10 years. So at least at the end of the 10 years, you should be able to transfer
Exactly.
knowledge, expertise, and all that.
Yeah.
So I am going to ask you
Yeah.
on the specification, that is the specs
Yeah.
of the machine.
Okay.
So that I understand that at the end of the day, whether this is the soft land type of machine that is accessible, affordable, because you have, if I recall that you said you spend $500, is it $500
Yes.
on each machine?
Yes, each machine costs me $500, yes.
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 And there are machines going up to $12,000, right?
My machine costs me $500.
Yes, I am just telling you,
Yeah.
it varies depending on what you want
And you
to
can
put
find
in.
also 200 maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, what I'm saying is that the host system. What sort of host system did you use for
Okay.
this? Yes.
See, when you explain, so I understand now. When you said after 10 years, yes.
Yes.
See, madam, we train the guys, we show them the system, we explain them everything. At the end of the 10 years, normally, and that's happening in other countries, normally the area council should be able to own that system. Now it's their system. Okay?
So now, for me to be able to appreciate and understand the kind of machine you supply, what is the PC interface?
Madam, see, when we talk about the specification of the machine, it's,
Yes.
it's a small part of the whole project, basically.
Yes, I understand.
I'm talking
because you
about the
see-
full system, madam.
No.
Machine is only the tools. You know, it's an application like your phone. You are using your phone. We put our application, which is secured. Nobody can use it. Only that collector with his password.
But
You know,
you
we
see,
can
when
put it
you
in the
have
mobile also.
Mr.
Yeah.
Sina,
Yeah, Bessina.
it is, yes. Sorry for pronouncing you.
No problem.
When you have the specs, it is easy for you to tell me what you have as your specification for that machine, because it will tell me in technology terms, you understand, the suitability of that machine even after you leave, or even when you are not here, you understand, whether there is an option or a possibility, you understand, of getting an alternative to what you have. For example, I have just told you that we have realized the increase in revenue by them using the machine. So it should be prudent, they should be aware or know the types of machine they are using, and not only that, technology-wise, how secure are they to be continually using the machine, so that you will not see 2-3 years down the line, it's out of production, it's not possible because of the specs. Is that not possible?
Okay. We have to talk a little bit more or deeply technically. If you are
Yes.
talking about there is two subjects here. We are talking about the revenue and we are talking about the
We will come
No,
to
let
the
me
issue of,
explain
yes,
to you, let me
no,
explain
just
to you.
wait. We are
Yeah.
coming to the revenue aspect. You have explained, but we are going to ask you, because they gave you data. You said you looked at their ledgers and their bank accounts and their baseline for the previous years, 2018, to be able to appreciate that what you are contracting with them is feasible and is doable.
Yes.
We will get to that.
Yes.
Because Council has asked you questions on that.
Yeah.
But my own interest is on the specs of these machines and the operations. Because if the machine breaks down and you do not have a ready maintenance team, and you have, it's because, let me put it this way, it's because your machine is working. That is why you are able to get a contract in Brikama and you are able to get a contract in Banjul. Am I not correct?
You are saying if, because
I said it is as a result of the fact that your machine boosted the revenue in Basse.
Okay.
That is why Brikama was able to say, okay, we will also want to use this machine to collect our revenue. Is that not the case?
We signed with Brikama the same time with Basse.
Okay.
Banjul, yes, we shown that, okay, we are increasing the revenue of those council, and we presented to them, and yes, they accept, yeah, because we are increasing, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, you said, you have also told this commission that you do training. The reason why I'm asking for this is to be able to appreciate what is it that you have provided for in terms of technical training to the collectors, so that they will be able to understand when they're using it that these are the areas that we may have problems when we continually use the machine.
Yes.
Right?
Normally,
and
yes.
their in-house technicians should be able to fix some of the basics before they come to you.
Yes, this is happening, madam.
Yes, that is why I'm asking.
Yes, madam, this is happening.
Yes, so is it this machine, is it the USB port or GPRS that you are using?
POS, the POS, yeah.
Okay. Yes, continue. I'll ask you further questions on the technical specific.
Mr. Bissina?
Yeah.
So sometime in, I think it's 2021, I'm not sure, correct me if I'm wrong, 5C
Energy.
submitted a bid for a similar project, a digital revenue collection project for Canifing Municipal Council.
For?
Canifing Municipal Council, KMC.
Okay.
Are you aware of that?
When? Which date? Which
I think
year?
it's 2021,
Okay.
but I might be wrong. 2020, 2021,
Yeah.
are you
Yeah,
aware?
there was a tender, yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, we
I-
went there, yeah.
Can you tell us about that?
We went as a private company. There was a tender. We put our documents.
So
and
the tender was advertised in the newspaper. Is that where you found out about it?
I don't remember it was a newspaper or tender. You can see it in internet or in newspaper. But there was a tender, and we went formally with our envelope. We submitted before the deadline. It was a normal procedure, yeah.
Sorry, let me just...
And another company took it.
Yes, there were other companies. I think Ecotech was part of it.
Yeah.
Let me just ask you. Do you know Mustafa Dabo?
Mustafa Dabo.
Yes.
Mustafa Ba, I think, no?
There's a Mustafa Dabo that signed for
Yeah, that was our
5C
secretary.
Energy.
Yeah, that was the secretary, yeah.
He was your what?
The secretary in the company, he was.
Okay, so
He's
this
the
is
one
the
who
person that
submitted,
Yes.
yeah, the tender, yeah.
Right, and so it appeared that there were some issues in terms of a meeting or subsequent meeting that 5C was invited to make a presentation to the committee. I think it was the contracts committee. Are you aware of that?
Meeting presentation, I'm not sure, but
Did
we
you attend personally?
No.
Okay.
That time I was not there as a managing director, but I was in those days when the tender was there. I came from Senegal, so I have seen the documents when we prepare the documents and we send Mustafa to submit. Yes.
Okay, and so that was the time when Mr. Silla was managing director?
Yes.
Okay, so he would have gone for the presentation?
Maybe, but I didn't.
Okay, and do you know anything else about that matter?
matter, no. What I know, only we submit the tender and that's it.
There. Chair, do you have further questions?
Yes, Mr. I will call you Mr. Hakim, so
Call me
that I will
Hakim,
not,
yeah, call me Hakim,
I will not
please.
be caught up pronouncing your surname.
No problem.
Yes, look at page 10 of the agreement.
10.
You have indicated that the two consortiums aim to invest a total of 2.5 million over a period of 10 over a period of the contract, which is 10 years. Yes. Can you tell us what sort of investment you are talking about or you are anticipating?
As I mentioned, we are spending a lot of money on hosting the system, and I think now everyone knows how much the IT solutions are expensive, regardless the POS, training, staff, salaries, you know, all these things. But in the system, maintenance of the system, developers, server, we spend a lot. So yeah, and we're still spending because the system's still on.
So if I may take you from what you have just said, it means your server is not hosted in the Gambia, it's hosted in Dubai.
Yes, because there is no, or we could not find a good infrastructure to put the server in Basa, you know.
When you say infrastructure, what do you mean?
I mean the electricity, because you know, if this system, if the electricity shut down, we will have a problem, you know. The bugs, then you know, all the data will go, then we will be responsible for data and all the collections and all this information. So
Yes.
we spoke to them if they can have host the server, we don't have problem, but there is a problem on that. And that's one of my recommendation. I was saying that after when the 10 years come, when we will leave and we leave the system, we leave the backend system to you guys, so you have to maintain it and manage it. Otherwise, we have to sign another contract to continue the maintenance of the system, you know.
Yes, but
Yeah.
in this agreement, you have just talked about the issue of data. I haven't seen anywhere in the agreement that talks about the data security and the responsibilities apportioned to both parties in the agreement as to the management of that data. In the agreement, there is nothing like that.
Regarding the data, you mean?
Yes.
See, madam, when we are giving the system to you and you have the access,
Yes.
means you have access to the data, you have access to all the system. But again, as per the hierarchy that you have in your council, you will tell me, I need this person to have the access, this person will not have the full access.
No,
So
I'm not talking about
you're
that.
talking
What I'm
about the
talking
management,
about-
right?
No,
Yeah.
what I'm talking about is that you know that data is money.
Okay.
You know, data is what informs every policy decision, right? Now, in the agreement, what I'm saying is that I did not see any information with respect to the data that is being collected. You understand? The data that is being put in and, you know, back and forth. Who manages it? And what are the
area council,
what are the
madam.
protection that is given to that data? Because this is vital information for a particular country because it is its economy and its tax base. If you are able to make an assessment of what is the tax revenue in Basse, you can make a possible projection of what is going to be the 7 municipalities, their revenue base. Is it not possible?
I'm not sure.
You're not
Because-
sure?
Yeah.
So what did you
Because-
put in place in
because
terms
you-
of data protection?
No, data, madam, you said who's managing. Basically, the council is managing the system, not us. That's what I'm saying. If you remember what I said at the beginning, we are not controlling the stuff. They are the one who's using the data. They are the one who's adding. Madam, I think, I'm not sure, but we have to, if we can call the IT guys, to explain more, because they are the one who is adding the data. Now, if I'm saying something, you might think that my company doing, but the council basically, they are the one who's adding the data. They are the one who's controlling the data. After the
Yes.
training, it's
Yes.
them.
Yes.
So they have the full, they can have the backup, they can have all the information. I don't have any control,
but-
you know.
but the data-
That's why I'm always calling the finance, asking him, you know, our system, how it works.
Mm-hmm.
You know, madam, you're asking me some technical questions, and I'm afraid if I'll explain to you, you might not understand how our system works. They collect money, they put in our system, then it will show. If the guys do not go and collect or did not add the entity to the system, how I will see it?
No.
Nobody can see it. So means
I think
the guys, they are controlling the system, not
no,
me.
What I'm saying,
Yeah.
maybe you did not understand my question.
Okay.
The software in the POS, is it not a software that is in the POS?
Okay. It's an application.
It's an application, right?
Yeah.
And you provide that application, right?
Yes.
And you are able to, if they need to make amendments in that, for example, the agreement had shown all the areas, lines of revenue that can be collected. So, for example, if they want a new line of revenue, you understand?
Yes.
You can easily, you can easily deal with the
Design it.
application, design it,
Yes.
and input it there, and it will work,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So now, all that back and forth information that they put in the machine, it is all data.
Okay.
Like, for example, from 2020, you will be able to, if you go in your database, you will be able to see, because that is why you said, when you went to the system, you realized that, you understand, they collected only, is it 7 million or 8 million, you said?
7
Yes,
something.
it's because there is data available for you to see.
Yeah.
So that is the data I am talking about.
Okay.
How do you keep it?
How do we keep it?
Yes.
Okay.
I know that the Bassa Area Council have exclusive access to the data. They put input, they can have access to it. But at the end of the day, when you sit in your office, you can know every transaction, all that information, how much they generated, how many business entities they collected tax from. That is the data I am talking about. How do you keep that data? Not falling in the wrong hands, somebody not hacking your system and collecting the data to use it for something else.
So the question is, in case the...
Yes.
Okay.
You have a system, for example, you know, in this country it is a low tech, it's not high tech. For example, somebody can decide to say, I want to know what Bassa Area Council is doing, and you know technology, you can decide to hack their system. Is it not possible?
For us, no.
It's not possible.
I'm proudly to say that's why we are expensive.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay. That I didn't know.
Yes.
So I just wanted to know
We
how
are
secure.
200% secured,
Yes.
and I can challenge on that.
Yes.
Because we are not new in the field, and as I mentioned, we are working with governments only
Yes.
in all the countries,
Yes.
and we are keeping the data or keeping backup for the government.
That is what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
exactly. So
how
every-
secure? Yes.
Yeah.
How secure is that data so
It's
that
secure,
it will not
madam.
go to the wrong person?
Don't worry, madam. For that we are
What you are saying
Yes,
is
that's
by
why we are
word
here
of
from
mouth.
2018.
Yes, that is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
What you are saying is by word of mouth. It's not provided for in the agreement here.
Of course, yes, but
So you need to provide it in the agreement so that, you know, because this is taxpayers' money and information about this country, so it should be secured in the agreement.
now, madam,
That
you are
is-
discussing with me something else. That is a contract between me and area council, right?
Yes, Ari?
You are discussing with me the contract.
Yes.
Okay. In 2018, they signed this contract.
Yes.
Okay. Now, after 4 years, 5 years, if they want to put something, no problem. Let them come see it. We will discuss it. I don't have any problem.
Yes, but that is why I'm asking you, because you know that data security is very important.
Everyone knows, not only
Yes.
me.
So that is why.
No, you are asking me to put it, or I don't understand the question.
No, that is why I'm saying that it is not in the agreement. I did not see it in the agreement.
Okay.
Yes, so that is the issue.
Okay. That's an issue.
Yes. So, and is it possible for whilst installing these machines, you can install some applications that can erase the inputted information.
Inputted information like what?
Yes, no, like the data that you put in. Is it possible to have a system in the machine that can erase the data without you first capturing it?
Okay, I got your question. As I mentioned, we give access to some certain person to delete. That's the question you want to say.
Yes.
If any entity in
Yes.
and somebody deleted, right?
Yes.
Okay, the collector doesn't have this right. Okay, the collector doesn't have this right. IT manager,
Yes.
he's having this right.
Okay.
Okay, but we can know who delayed the entity.
Exactly. So
Number
that,
one, I know what is your question, madam.
Yes.
Second, if any collection happen, it will appear in the report. Madam, let me explain to you something. You are asking me some questions where I don't understand that the IT guys could not explain those things, you know? But no problem, I am here to answer. Madam, they have reports. They can go to any reports from the beginning. They can have everything. He doesn't need to ask me this question. The problem, if the guy cannot understand how the usage of the system, the report show everything, who deleted, who collected, with his name, everything, in one click, in 5 minutes. And that's my explanation every time. In 5 minutes you can get all the reports, you can get all the information. You are saying that they collect and they delete, that's the question, right? No, that's being the system, madam. Nobody can erase that.
yes.
And if you have a name, if you have a certain information, give it to me, I'll search, I will give it to you, who delete or who collect, and that's very easy.
Yes.
Mr. Bessina, I just wanted to ask, the contracts with Banjul City Council and Brikama Area Council, are they also for 10-year periods or are they different periods?
Yes, madam, 10 years.
10 years. Okay, thank you. My colleague will ask you some questions.
Few questions, and then probably it depends on whether it is time to have the issue adjourned till another time. So you'll have to come back.
No problem.
In 2018, you signed the contract. Is that correct?
2018,
18.
we opened the company. 2019, we signed.
19, you signed the contract.
Yeah.
So the baseline would have been that of 2018.
Yes.
How much was the baseline at the time? How much was the revenue collected for the period?
14 point something.
14.
Yeah, 14 points, because the letter is there, so we can confirm. But 14 is there, yeah.
They
14
sent you a
million.
letter,
Yes.
and they said it's 14 million.
Yeah.
Was that enough for you to go by?
Well, because we are sure that we will increase the revenue.
No.
Yes.
Was it enough for you as an investor to be told that this is just the baseline and you go by that? Was there any verification done with respect to the amount of revenue collected for that particular year? Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, because you asked two questions.
Yes,
If you
because-
said, if let me answer you. If you said that if it is okay with us, means yes. 14 million, okay, yes. To go ahead, yes.
Come again?
If you're asking the question if 14 million was okay to go, yes, 14 million was okay to go.
No, that was not my question. I am saying that you are saying the baseline for the previous year prior to entering into the agreement. That is what you look at. And so therefore, any amount of money that is on top of it is what you share. Is that not the issue? Is that not the case? Is that not the case?
I did not understand the question.
Yes, so now you tell me you don't understand. That's simple
That's why
as
I'm
that.
telling you I didn't understand. Can you elaborate
Yes,
more?
I'm saying the baseline for 20, when you sign the contract, what you look at is the previous year, how much was the revenue collected.
Yes.
So if the revenue collected is, let's say, 14 million, like you were saying,
Yes.
then anything on top of the 14 million, when the contract starts, will be what you will share.
Yes, yes.
So you said they sent you a letter informing you that 14 million is the baseline.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
They send me the letter saying that
14 million.
point something is the baseline. Yes.
I am saying whether you did a verification to actually have a certain decision that 14 million in fact was what was collected?
I'm sorry to say, maybe you were not listening to me when I explained. I said before starting, before signing, we took the ledgers, we checked the bank statement. I mentioned that. All these things I mentioned, like half hour before. We took the statement, we took all the ledgers, we reconcile, we check, and we say, okay, yes, they are collecting 14 millions, then we sign the contract.
Do you have copies of that?
Copy of what?
Of all the documents you're saying you took?
Copy of what?
The ledgers, the bank statements that you were given?
I don't have it. I don't have it. But because 2018, another team
Does
was
the company have it?
I don't know. I have to check.
You have to check.
Yeah,
were you
because-
given copies of those, or did you go to physically check it?
Normally, they should sign it by send it by email, and they check it physically. Yes.
So we will request for the copies of the ledgers and all the documentations, the bank statements that you have reviewed to confirm that the 14 million was the baseline.
Okay, but I was not there in 2018.
No. It does not matter. The company still exists.
Yes.
The company still exists.
Yes.
So the documents will have to be there.
Okay, I'll check. If I have it, I'll bring it. Yes.
No, it's not like if you have it. You see, the idea is you said these things were being verified.
Yes.
Is that not the case?
Yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
So if they were verified,
Uh-huh.
I am asking that the documentations that you were provided for verification of the amount of the $14 million is be provided. It's a
That's-
company.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I will check. I'll get back to you if they have it. Because as I mentioned, I was not the director that time. So
But you are the director now.
now I cannot tell you that yes, and I don't have it
No,
now.
but you told us you were given the
Yes,
documents for verification.
this is the process. This is how we are working in the company. Yes.
No. I am not asking how you work in the company with previous, with other companies at the time you were director. You gave evidence saying that you had checked these documents to verify the 14 million. Do you know why I'm asking that?
Yes.
Because for any company, you would not go in for an agreement and agree that the power sharing would be a baseline and you are given any amount and you go by it. So therefore, you must verify that indeed 14 million is the baseline. Not just them, not the company sending you or the insurance sending you a letter to tell you this is our baseline. That would not be good for business. You must verify that indeed is the baseline, and you said you verified. We need the documents that you have been supplied with for verification to know that 14 million was the baseline at the time. Do you understand that?
I understand. I have the letter of 14 million sent by the
I
council.
don't-
No, let me.
Go ahead,
explain to
go
you,
ahead.
please. What evidence? I'm not talking in the sky. What evidence I have? I said yes. 14 million as a letter from the area council, it's there. Now, when you are saying bring from the company, I will go and check. If I find it, I don't have any problem to bring it to you.
When
If
you
I don't
said,
have it,
listen, when you said to the commission here that you had reviewed the documents,
okay.
the ledgers, the books, the account books, and also,
okay.
let's just listen to me.
Okay, yeah.
When you said
Yeah.
you were given these documents,
Yeah.
the bank statements, the ledgers, to confirm the account, to confirm the 14 million,
Yeah, no. I was talking about the ledgers, please.
did you not
Please.
say bank account?
No, please. I was telling you, the ledgers and the accountant, I checked with Mr. Susu when he came for the 3 millions. Not on 2018, I was not there, please.
Now let me, wait a minute. Let me now ask you the question,
Yeah.
one after the other.
Yeah,
It doesn't matter whether it was asked before by anybody.
no problem. Go ahead.
Now, what documents were you given to ascertain the baseline?
Normally, as any council, we should check the bank statement, the ledgers, the gazette even, the tariff, and even this part of the feasibility study. Any project we are doing feasibility study. So we are checking the bank statement, the ledgers, how much they collect physically. So all this information we gather it, then we see, okay, they have this amount, then we came with a formal letter, okay, that's what they have. Now you are asking me about Basse, as me now, as Hakim. I don't have this document, but I am sure that our company did that.
But how do you know you were given a letter?
The letter, I have the letter. They send me the letter. They send me the letter. They send
Listen,
me the
listen.
letter.
You may feel a little bit tense, or you may
No,
feel.
I'm not, I'm not.
Just listen to me.
Go ahead.
All I need, no matter how the question is, even if you feel I'm acting over and over again, answer the question.
Yes.
And we move on.
Yeah.
It is as simple as that.
Yes. I don't have the information for 2018.
No. I am not asking the question now. Wait until I ask it and then you answer.
Okay, go ahead.
Do you understand that, sir?
Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Now, in Basse Area Council, as far as you know, what documents were you given the company to ascertain the baseline?
As per my handover from
Yes.
as per my handover
Yes.
from the previous managing director,
Yes.
the letter of 14 millions
Yes.
was there. That Basse Area Council, we agreed with them that the revenue sharing will be after the 14 million.
Now, as per your handing over, were you given any bank statements to confirm or cross-check?
No, nothing was given to me.
As per your handing over, were you given any ledgers, copies of ledgers?
No copy of letter was provided.
As per your bank statement, were you given any other document to corroborate and ascertain this 40 million?
No, only that letter.
Thank you very much. But then the right thing to do, like you said, is in addition to any letter saying that this is what the baseline, you must cross-check with this documentation.
I will do it in any next project, inshallah.
Why is that important? Why is it important to cross-check the baseline that any institution will give you as their revenue collected for the previous year?
That's one of the tasks we'll give it to our financial team to do the analysis and give it to me to approve
No,
it.
why is it important?
Yeah,
why is it important to confirm the baseline? Why is that
To
important
see
for
if
a
it is true.
businessman?
To see if it is true or not.
Because you may run at a loss if they give you a false amount.
In business, we don't calculate it that way.
No, in business you calculate losses and interest.
That's in business, for me, I'm doing some
The
analysis.
reason
for me.
is it has to be true because then you will know what you are getting into. You understand that?
Yeah, we have experts to do that.
So if they tell you we are earning 14 million, when in reality their baseline, for example, is 10 million, that would not be fair to you as an investor.
It will not be fair for us.
Now you know where I am driving at. Is that not the case? So any company will have to confirm the figures that you are given. Yes. So please, when you go back, we will want to, you can confirm and see whether they have given you any documentation in relation to confirming
The 14 million, okay.
the 14 million.
That's what I was saying. I'll check. If yes, I'll bring.
If what?
If yes, if they have it in the company, I'll bring it. Yes. That's what I
Yes.
was saying, yeah.
Just a minute. Now, which year, again, I'm sorry to ask if you have already said, which year did you, or were you appointed as the director of the 5C or the manager?
Which year?
Yes. Which year did you assume office? 5C.
Okay. So I was managing actually, but I have a letter of the appointment on 2001. I have the letter I can provide, yeah. Where we changed the management and we address it to Basse and Brikama that we changed the managing director.
So, which year did you actually start collecting revenue as far as you are concerned for Basse Area Council?
When I start as
Yes.
a manager, yeah.
Is it 2020?
No. That time I was in Senegal, no. So 2021, I believe.
2021.
Yeah.
What I mean is for Basse Area Council.
Yeah, you.
2021. So now,
I'll confirm.
Now, will you be surprised to know that prior to you starting, the company started in Basse Area Council, the revenue collected was not even 40, it was way more than 14 million for both 2019 and 2020. Way more than $14 million.
More.
Will you be surprised?
More than 14.
Yes.
what I can say.
I'm just asking whether you will be surprised to know that that is the case.
Means they provided the wrong information by giving us 14 million.
Yes, but in fact, from 2019, the total revenue was about in the 20 millions for 2019, 2020, 2021. That is why I want to know as to how both parties arrive at the figure that 40 million is the amount.
See, on 2018, they agreed and signed on 14 million. But later, okay,
go ahead.
Okay, later, as per the system, on 2019, we did not reach that amount. Now you are telling me they increase it on 20 and 21. Huh? I mentioned before that I was requesting for the bank statement.
Right.
You know, when I did something, I will tell you that I did it.
Yes.
So I requested by email, by evidence, email, letters. I requested not only one email, I will show you, more than 5-6 emails, that I'm asking for the data collected out of our system to align the system with the collection. But there was no positive response.
Absolutely. When you,
Sorry. We would want you to provide us with those letters.
Of course, I will. I'll make sure to provide them.
Yes.
So for you individually, to be honest, I have no problem. But you know, 5C is a company. So if they had started this negotiation well before you assume office, really, I am not faulting you individual for anything. I just want us to have the record straight between 5C and the institution. So you help us with any information you know.
Of course,
so
I'm representing the company.
Absolutely. In 2019, the revenue was $21,634,791 is 9 buttons.
2021, huh?
Yes.
How much?
2019. 21 million plus.
2019?
20, yes. Total revenue.
2019?
Yes. That's according to the financial statement.
Okay, 1 minute, please. 2019. How much, please?
$21,634,791 is 9 buttons. That's for 2019 alone. That's for the revenue and expenditure statement for the year ended 31st December 2019.
Thank you so much for this information.
Absolutely. But not only thank you to you as well. Thank you to all of us.
That's why we are here to. That's why we are here to show the truth, and I'm always thankful that I am here. Plus, I trust the commission to show the truth.
Thank you very much.
All these things, I have the evidence that I am requesting for this information. And I cannot go to the Ministry of Finance to ask for this, but you guys can do that. That's why you got it. But for me, my dealing with the area council, and I'll give you the emails, my letters that I'm requesting for all the data, and that means that the collection was done out of the system. Otherwise, everything should be in the system. Normally, this 21 should be in the system.
Thank you very much. And then, that's for 2019. That's why I said, I mean, you thank us, we thank you for having this conversation. It helps everyone. Do you understand? Both the company, the country, the people of Basse, everyone. In 2020, well, you started in 2021, you said, is that not correct?
Yeah.
In 2020, the revenue collected was 27 million.
27.
27,635,974 is 76 buttons.
Okay.
You see that? You see why in the beginning I am now asking questions regarding the documentations?
No, I was clear that I send emails, I request for data.
You have done what you have to do. And I thank you for that. Now I'm giving you the information. Do you get it? So that's the amount. So if that is the amount, and anything collected below that would not count as profit.
Yeah.
So that none of the parties can benefit from it. So if, for example, your company and Basse Area Council, you collected a revenue in 2020 of, let's say, $26 million, which means it's a year of a loss for both of you guys. Yeah. Is that not true?
Yeah.
But none of you guys made a loss. Because even though they didn't pay you, which is sad, because as long as you have an agreement and then as per the agreement they have to pay you, but all the figures were wrong, all the accountants were wrong, and people were benefiting from this. Both 5C
No, not
And the
both.
area council.
No. What will benefit as 5C?
What?
What will benefit as 5C?
No, we'll come to that.
Okay, thank you. Go ahead.
Now I have given you the figure. You were owed $3 million.
3 million. Yeah.
How were you owed $3 million? How
How?
were you owed $3 million?
Because what we invoice, what we got and what we invoice, the
But it's
area
not-
council is 1 million.
But that's what I'm saying, because the figures were wrong. The figures were manipulated.
Not.
No, I'm not saying you.
Yeah, the
I'm
company
not
cannot
accusing
do
you
that.
yet. I'm saying the figures were manipulated.
Yeah.
That's the point. That's the reality. It's not correct. This is the audit report.
That's why you guys are here
That's why I'm here. That's my job.
to find who manipulated. Yes.
Absolutely.
And to help us also getting our
To help
money.
everyone. Primarily to help the commissioners to make decisions.
Yeah.
Well, they are the ones to make decisions every day. For us, we are here just here to do our job.
Yeah. Thank you so much for that. Yeah.
Anyways, I think we'll stop here for now until he decides to find out these documents, and we can proceed from there. I will discuss the rest with council.
Kim, we
Yes,
would we will stop here, and then you can go and provide us with all the documents, and we'll let you know when to come back so that we can put the facts to you. All right?
Sure.
Thank you.
So you will need all these documents.
Yes,
and
everything.
email them. Okay. Thank you.
Together with your business registrations, your renewals, your tax payment, you let us have all of that.
Okay.
All right?
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes, we may rise.